us on mics turned up high. Alex and Josh with the wink in their eye. Who'd win, who'd lose, you decide. Horror and wrestling, it's a damn wild ride. Slash Trax action news. Jumping just as jumping's true. Tony the Spider just laughs and grins. Tune in, let the fun begin. Fun facts, sports, horror, wrestling, it's tight. Headlines breaking to the left and right. PW intros running wild and hard. Madness unleashed, no holds barred. Cringe corner gonna make you cringe. Strap in tight, let the show begin. Slash Trax action news. Alex Vanover and Josh LaRue. Alex breaks news that's true and fair. Josh runs his fingers through his gorgeous hair. Nice comments and mean as well. Tony the Spider will never tell. No rules, no limits, nothing off the table. Just action news that's better than cable.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Slash Trax Action News. I'm Alex Vanover.
And I'm Josh LaRue.
Josh, for once in the history of the show, we are twinning, buddy.
Looking spiffy.
Yeah, you're the Black Ranger. I'm the Beige Ranger.
Beige Ranger. Yeah, that's the sixth Ranger from like one of the groups. You look a lot more professional though, because I'm like trying to grow out a beard because usually all I have is this, so like I look all shaggy. But I'm gonna see if I can do it. I've never been able to, but I'm gonna give it a try.
You look like Scott Howard when he's turning into Teen Wolf.
Right?
Josh, what do you think about the news today?
Oh,
Josh, are you going to do the news show today as just Josh, or are you going to do it as the Wolf?
I'm gonna do it as I'm gonna do it as Josh because that's who people love and everything. The Wolf is just, he can be an asshole. So.
Yeah, I hate it when you're the Wolf when you do shows because all the spotlight you steal it all as the Wolf. It's not fair.
Yeah, I get too many slam dunks and stuff, man.
Yeah.
There's no
breakaway dunks.
There's no teamwork.
Yeah. I'm just eating KFC in my locker at halftime of the news show. All right, Josh, we haven't done a news show together in a while, so we tweaked the formula a little bit, and let's just start right now. We're going to get into who would win.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Who would win, Josh? Tony Stark as Iron Man or Jason Voorhees, the Crystal Lake slasher king himself? Iron Man versus Jason. You have the floor first. Go.
Oh, Jason would definitely, because even if the battle took forever, the slightest atom of Jason would regenerate over time, so he'd keep coming back. And I think eventually he would take, and he's got superhuman strength. He can like punch somebody's head off their shoulders, so he's getting through that suit.
I don't think he's getting through that suit. And Tony Stark is a genius. Tony Stark.
I think he's gonna rip the heart thing out, man.
No, he's not. Tony Stark in the Iron Man suit with his super intellect. Jason is a mama's boy, dum-dum.
Who can't die.
What if Jason gets a hold of the Infinity Rings? Then what happens? Over. Hold on. You're telling me Tony Stark as Iron Man has no chance against Jason Voorhees when a girl with telekinesis beat him?
She didn't beat him though. He almost everything she threw at him, he just came right after her afterwards. The only reason he was even brought down is because she brought her dad out of the lake. Everything before that didn't really do anything to him. He just kept coming. And he can regenerate. So even if they have to put a pause on their fight for 6 months while he regenerates from a piece of flesh, he's coming back. And eventually Tony's gonna lose. And I think Jason would figure out the chess thing. He's not a genius, but he seems to He seems to figure things out in the movies. So
He's like a cat. He like sees someone open the door enough times that he's like, it's right. Like he could figure out how to open a door. Tony Stark, like his calling card, like his bread and butter is that he's able to adapt. So each film in the, Marvel Avengers series, something would happen in the previous film, he would fix it in the next film and be even better. I
mhm.
feel like Tony Stark would figure out Jason Voorhees pretty quick.
He might figure him out, but he can't outlast him. So even if they fought for 40 years, Jason's going to win just because Tony's going to die of old age. Like you can't beat Jason. He keeps coming back. Like even if he keeps knocking him down to like an atom of flesh, just a little piece of flesh, Jason's going to regenerate and he's going to outlast him. Even if they have a draw all the way up till the end, he's going to be the last man standing. Tony will die of old age. So Jason wins. Ergo, Jason wins.
What if it's Jason from Sweet Revenge with the new terrible hockey mask design versus Iron Man?
Well, then Tony just needs to like go drown himself in the lake, and he'll come back as just like Jason, and then it's a tie.
Okay. Okay. Slashaholics, sound off down below. I say Iron Man. Josh says Jason.
Well, wait, Alex, because like yes, I get it, but like, do you not agree that Jason can regenerate
Yeah.
and he would still be standing when Tony dies of old age?
I d- maybe. But Tony's a genius. I feel like he would figure it out.
What would he figure out?
I
Jason's going to
don't
keep coming back.
I'm not a genius. I'm not a genius, but I feel like he figured Thanos out. I feel like he could figure out Jason Voorhees.
There's no way to destroy every atom of Jason. There's just no way.
All right, sound off down below. Josh and I are just not going to agree. The only thing we agree on today is our swag. We both look good. We feel good. Josh went rogue a little bit. He's full wolf right now. I'm not stoked about it. He's going into business for himself, as per usual. Josh, Josh started the sport coat look, by the way. He started a trend I followed, okay? I could never pull the hair off though. I couldn't do it first of all because I do not have the hairline. I don't have it. Okay? And number two, I don't have that glow that Josh always has about him. He's looking good.
You should try to grow your hair out one day, just see what it looks like.
It probably look like absolute dog.
I thought
crap.
mine would too, but I'm digging it.
Oh man. All right. Let's get into fun facts, Josh.
All right.
All right. Now this one's a little bit longer, but it's pretty fun. All right. In 1923, Frank Hayes became the first ever jockey to win a horse race despite being dead. He died from a heart attack mid-race, but somehow his body stayed strapped onto the horse, and he crossed the finish line in first place, beating 20-1 odds. So this guy died in a horse race and won.
Wow. That is some dedication to your craft right there, man. He must have never mind, he died. No, I was gonna say he must have like drowned in Crystal Lake or something, and he's undead, was able to finish the race even though he died.
What?
Maybe he had a bottle of water from Crystal Lake, and when he had his heart attack, it was still in his system, and that's how he was able to finish the race as an undead jockey.
I feel bad for all the other jockeys. Like the coaches of the jockeys are like, forevermore are going to be like, you haven't won a race in like 2 years. I mean, what's your problem? I mean, Johnson won a race and he's dead.
Right? That would suck. Yep.
You'd never
That
be
would
able
suck.
to like, they would forever have that in their repertoire to berate you with. My question is, the odds were only 20-1 for a dead guy. How are the odds not higher, higher, more insurmountable than that? 20-1 on the dead jockey. Hmm. That's interesting.
You got some bad jockeys out there.
They must be riding the horse backwards. They must be riding below the horse. They don't even know how to mount a horse.
You remember Peter Griffin's horse that he put in the races?
No, I don't. Refresh my
It was
memory.
all like it had brain damage, and it was like this.
Yeah, the dead guy even beat that horse.
Yeah.
Um, All right, man. Here's a fun fact. Gorillas fart almost nonstop due to their due to their fibrous diet. So gorillas are just anytime you see a gorilla, they're farting.
All right.
That's why
So now I believe in evolution even more.
that's why they're so angry all the time. That's why they're so strong. It's like, man, I would like to not fart for just once in my life. I'm grossing myself out. You ever have farts like you have farts, and they gross yourself out?
Never. I don't do that.
Hey, did you see the short that I put out on the network that was like this girl held in her farts around her boyfriend for 2 years and she had to be hospitalized and have her appendix removed?
Oh no.
Yeah. Gosh, man. This guy must have been like the love of her life, like the cat's meow for her to hold in farts for 2 years.
Wow. Wow. Just go outside or something, chick. Just
Boy,
don't go in front of the front door. Have you seen the video of that guy? Uh, he's on a date and he's at the girl's house and he excuses himself. He steps outside on the porch and just lets like a whole night's worth of them rip. And turns out her ring camera picked up everything.
oh no, that's great though.
Oh man. You know
And
what?
she
I'm gonna put the clip here.
yeah, you think you're safe, slash Alex, you're not. As long as there's technology, you're done.
Yep.
Last fun fact of the show. Josh, do you think milk is healthy for you? You like milk?
Well, we are the only animals that drink another animal's milk.
Okay.
Um,
Good point.
but it does a body good, right?
Yeah, you think, well, cow's milk does do a body good. At least that's what they've been telling Josh and I since the mid 1980s. Cockroach milk is actually 4 times more nutritious than cow milk.
Okay, I'll take your word on it.
Would you try cockroach milk, Josh?
No. Jumpin' Jeff, would you try cockroach milk?
Yep.
He's brave. He's a brave man for sure.
Yeah, I saw you making coffee in the break room with some of the milk he brought to work. That means you've drank some too. Yeah. Yeah. That's why your hair looks so healthy and shiny.
And shiny. Yeah.
Cockroach, man. Cockroach shine. All right, Slashaholics, you can become a channel member at the Slash Trax Network for as low as $2.99 a month for exclusive and early access. Now, we're going to move away from the business. That's the commercial. Let's get into nice comments. Here we go. All right, Josh. This is in regards to Slash Trax Saturday mornings to save Skeletor. And this is from our friend Mark Crespo. And Mark comments on like all of our videos, so big ups. Shout out to Mark.
Yeah, he loves you, man.
I know.
He doesn't even, I don't even exist, but he's a nice guy.
Well, you know what's funny? I balanced this. I balanced this. So the next one's all about you. So check this out. So He-Man is my favorite growing up. Love the episode. Thanks, Alex. All right. So thank you, Mark. It's a team effort. Josh edited that video for us.
It's okay.
Thank you, Mark. All right. Second and last nice comment of the episode, and this is all about Josh. This is in regards to Slash Trax Saturday mornings, Rowdy Roddy's Rotten Apples. This is from friend of the channel, Malik Johnson. This was a lot of fun. The classic bumpers for commercial breaks and nostalgia. Great work. Compliments to the editor. Josh,
Cool.
you're the editor.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We have fun planning this stuff out. We see it. So it makes the editing so much easier. We have a vision as a team.
Josh, let's go to today's show sponsor, which looks like a pretty classy restaurant or like club. They're sponsoring the show, and we need to fulfill our contractual obligation and go to their clip right now, their commercial.
Fantasies means fun. Whether you're in Fort Myers Beach or Cape Coral, Fantasies serves up more fun than any club in town. Pool or pinball, your favorite ice-cold beer or wine, and the sexiest exotic dancers anywhere. It's all happening tonight, and the only thing missing is you. Fantasies at Carlos Boulevard at Fort Myers Beach and Del Prado Boulevard in Cape Coral.
Fantasies means fun.
Fantasies.
Did you get the coupon book that Fantasies sent you?
Yeah. I tried passing it on to one of the coupon to one of the strippers. They got mad.
Yeah, they don't like it when they.
Where do I put the coupon?
Yeah, they don't like it when you put the coupon to their business in their ass crack, Josh. Way to go.
Oh, you think that's bad? You should have seen what happened when I tried to use a credit card.
Hey, Tony, you ever tried to give a stripper a booklet of coupons before?
Here's Tony the Spider. If you people only knew.
Yeah, that checks out. Actually, I heard that Tony and Jeff don't make it rain with ones at the strip club. They make it hail. They're throwing change on the stage.
Yeah.
Jingle jangle coins when they jingle jangle coins when they wrangle, or jangle or whatever. All right, Josh, let's go. You know what? We're going straight into Josh's cringe corner. We got another clip.
Oh man, it is the spooky season. The spooky season has begun. So let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
Hi, I'm Pastor Gary, and I'm continuing a message that I started last week dealing with Halloween, a diabolical trick or a harmless treat. If you're under the blood of Jesus, if you've accepted him as Lord and Savior, and you're under the protective covering of God, which is his shed blood, then no satanic power can afflict you, or touch you, or oppress you, or hurt you. You cannot be touched or killed by Satan. And I want you to know tonight that there is no power on earth that can touch you or harm you when you're under God's protection. Now, there are many interesting characters that Satan would try to send. Yes, do you have... I think some of this graveyard is coming alive tonight. Listen, Frank, I'm talking right now. Could you leave me alone for a moment? I want to tell these people about Halloween. Let's look at this next slide, which shows a ghoulish mask. And as you look at the different masks that are in this display, these are Halloween masks that are up for sale. Can any of you deny that these masks represent evil and heathen practices? This next slide, as I put it up, I want to ask, do we dare bring these demonic Halloween masks and pumpkins into our houses? Do you see these masks? Do they look godly?
Their idea of what's scary at Halloween. Frankenstein. He's going to come out of the cemetery and get you.
I was just going to say, like, if you're seriously this worried about, like, kids' Halloween and, like, trick-or-treating and all this stuff, you entirely have too much time on your hands, and your life is like so blessed. If this is the worst thing that you can come up with to like fight against, you got bigger, you have no problems, right?
Yeah, I mean, rock music, D&D, movies, cartoons, Harry Potter books, Pokemon, anything that's fun, they're like, no, you don't get to have fun because we've dedicated our lives to being miserable so we can get into heaven one day if it's there and not go to hell. So we have to live a certain way. So you don't get to have fun. If we can't have fun, you don't get to have fun. That's what it feels like.
It's just crazy. It's just like way overboard. It reminds me, it's giving me Sherry Vanover vibes, like when we used to have He-Man toys and stuff. It was like, okay, like I don't care if Skeletor reminds you of Satan, like it's, I don't think that way, so please leave my bedroom. Like, go away.
Tell you what, biblically, if Satan were to show up, most people wouldn't even realize it because he's like the most beautiful angel ever, according to the Bible. So
greatest singing voice ever, according to the Bible. Just
yeah, he was like
gorgeous.
the first. He was like the American Idol back then. He was Jerusalem Idol, and
is Sydney Sweeney Satan?
Garden of Eden Idol. Actually, that's what he got.
Let's go into sports, Josh's favorite segment of the show. All right, Josh, I have two funny kind of stories, and I have one just like stats based story. So here's the dry one first. Now, during the 1992-93 NHL season, NHL Hall of Famer, legendary player Mario Lemieux, he was a Pittsburgh Penguin. He missed nearly 2 months of the season because he got cancer and he needed treatment. He came back after missing 2 months and still led the NHL in points with 160.
Wow.
Yeah.
Turns out his little brother is a jockey that died and still won a race, man. His family
Yeah.
kicks ass.
All the Lemieux are setting the bar so high for everybody else that's just impossible to reach. Like Lemieux is leading the league in scoring when he has cancer. Jockeys are winning horse races when they're dead. Josh and I's pets, their heads are falling off.
You know what? Kind of late on this response, but what you said about Jason and having, Thanos' stuff,
Yeah.
that would, I can just imagine him at the camp, like, oh, I don't feel like doing all this work this weekend. You know what? Half the counselor's gone. Job just got easier.
Why would he? No, he would never do that. He likes his work. Who's going to hang him? Who's going to hang those bodies in trees and pose all these bodies around the camp?
You see, in my two Jason books, I thought about adding that in, like somebody finding all the dead bodies hanging and stuff. But like the area where people got killed is so big and primal. I don't even think Jason would be able to go back and round the bodies up. And most likely dinosaurs would have eaten the corpses.
I just want to see, the behind the scenes footage of Jason running around the camp, positioning and hanging the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to see those scenes where he's like, is it like decorating your house, like, or putting a poster up? He like puts the body on one spot and he's like, no, maybe. And then he's like asking his mother for help, like making sure it's level. Like, yes, Jason, mommy says it's level, Jason.
How did mommy do it in part one? She's not a strong anyway.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff we need to unpack about Jason hanging bodies.
We'll
Josh,
review those movies someday and we'll talk about it then.
indoor smoking. Do you remember? Okay, indoor smoking is actually the reason, Josh, behind the iconic blue haze in old sports photography.
Oh,
So it
bring
kind of
it
looks
back.
like clay. It looks cloudy and like a memory and like really kind of artsy.
Are your
Those are
memories
just
smoky?
sticks. What'd you say?
Are your memories smoky?
I don't know. Not really, no.
Are you
No.
sure? Because you just said it's like a memory. Like,
Oh, well, maybe they are. I don't know. Well, and you have a blue background today. Are you smoking cigs over there?
I'm, you know what my memories are? They're like Charlie from Always Sunny. Like I'll be like in a doorway peeking through and watching what happened.
Oh, really?
Myself. Yeah, that's how my memories work.
Mine are like an old woman watching someone from the kitchen window, like peeping through the blinds at my memories.
Yeah, watching yourself like on the most awkward date you ever went on.
Oh God. Yeah, where I went outside and farted a bunch. It got caught on a ring cam and went viral.
Hey, my most awkward date was meeting somebody off of a dating site, going and having dinner, coming back to my house, sitting down and renting a horror movie that sounded like a really scary monster movie called The Human Centipede.
Oh yeah.
And like 45 minutes later, it's like, yeah, it's nice to meet you. We're not going to call each other, are we? No. Okay. All right.
Oh no, she's eating broccoli. She's eating. Oh no. The South Park spoof of the Human Centipede is so good.
Did I eat the vanilla paste or the fish?
Cuttlefish.
Eat the cuttlefish. I'm sorry, Stan. I believe in you.
Okay. Serena Williams, world famous tennis player, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. She early in her career, Josh, she attempted to deposit $1 million via her bank's drive-through window.
I can see that totally. I can totally see that.
Was that in cash or was that in a check?
You're gonna have to come inside.
She's got one of those big novelty checks they get. Like it's like on Happy Gilmore, she's trying to put that thing through her car window through like in the bank tube. It's like I don't think this is gonna fit. Yeah, this is not gonna fit. The bank tube, I'm telling you, man, like for such a simple thing, when I was a kid, going to the bank was just like better than going to Disneyland, watching that bank tube.
You remember the story we covered about that guy that like put himself in one?
No. What are you
I thought
talking
we
about?
brought that up before.
Oh no, we talked about how it would be great if you could travel via bank tube.
Oh yeah, well there's a real story about a guy that tried to put himself in one, and I don't mean his whole body,
Oh my
just a
gosh.
part of himself in a bank tube
Will you stop?
suction thing.
You
Not the
truly are
tube itself, not the little thing that you put the check in, but the actual.
you are truly the heel commentator of this team. Will you stop? All right, Josh. Big news, breaking news, breaking it live, brand new segment on the show. Since you brought up the human centipede that you had on a date, that you watched on a first date, we're going to go to Trax dating advice. Let's go to the clip.
Say, did you hear about the genocide on the news?
I sure did.
Once you've broken the ice, introduce yourself and start chatting.
I'm Melvin.
Polly,
Do you like coming to this park?
I sure do.
Me too.
Cool.
If the conversation feels stiff, ditch the small talk and bring in some playful humor.
To Kill a Mockingbird, huh? Is that book about dinosaurs?
It's actually a book about creepy guys on park benches. Relax, I'm just messing with you.
Oh.
Teasing is a good sign.
Wow. You're funny.
I guess I'm the funniest one on this bench.
But just don't go too far with it. Like this.
More like the dumbest bitch on this bench.
Or like this.
I guess I'm the funniest one on this bench.
Guess I'm the creepiest.
Yikes. Just
You
play
ever
it.
approach women on a park bench before, Josh?
No, no. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't go that smoothly.
She was kind of into him a little bit until he got real weird. Yeah. All right, Josh. Trax wrestling. Now I have like 3 stories down. I have another story I want to talk about that I didn't write down. There's so much stuff going on that we haven't covered in the last like 2 months. Like, let's just give a Hulk Hogan died. We haven't talked about that, which we're not going to on this episode, but he did pass away. We talked about it on the No Holds Barred review. So Hulkster's gone. Vince McMahon almost unalived himself in a huge car wreck. We've talked about that on a couple things before. TKO is destroying WWE with their huge prices. We're actually going to talk about that. There was an independent wrestling show where a guy who's not even a wrestler almost unalived an actual wrestler in the ring. I definitely want to get Josh's opinion on that. Chris Jericho news. We got a lot of news. Let's just get into it. Josh, are you ready? Because this is going to be a lot.
Yeah, and if TKO has their way, and within 10 years, there will not be a WWE. But go
No,
ahead.
it'll be in the Middle East. WWE will be a Middle East company.
They're going to lose so much support when that happens because the women won't even have a section anymore.
They already lost my sport. I don't even watch Slashaholics breaking news. I don't even watch the product anymore right now. It's terrible. It's unwatchable almost.
Bray Wyatt was like the one thing I was interested in.
That was back when they were actually, I mean, I know they got a lot of crap, but that was when they were still trying. It was like still WWE at that point.
I'll tell you what, here's the thing that killed wrestling for me. When all the guys that I watched as a teenager and as a kid were gone.
Yeah.
And I started realizing I'm like 15, 20 years older than the entire roster.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped watching. I'm not looking up and marking out for somebody that's like half my age. You know, you're my hero. Somebody, Hawkins, whatever his name is. I don't know.
Josh, that's funny you say that because I watch pro football and I'm older than all the pro football players, but like my brother's a huge college football fan and he'll just tell me all these interesting facts about the games and the players and all this stuff. And it's like, I just can't get interested in college football because they're like 18,
Yeah.
19. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, spoiler, you're a dork.
Yeah,
Okay.
spoiler. I don't care about the Oregon Ducks recruiting. Like, unless talk to me about the Power Rangers. I want to hear weird multiverse angles about Tommy getting all of his forms at once with the Master Morpher. Like, I want
Yeah,
to
I
talk
want
about
to hear
that kind
that.
of
I want to
stuff.
hear grown-up stuff.
Yeah,
That.
I want to hear about Smurfette being created by Gargamel and
Yeah.
being sent to the village to destroy the Smurf Kingdom because she's the only female. All right, Josh, wrestling. Possible Chris Jericho WWE return. His AEW contract is expiring at the end of December, and Chris Jericho is actively liking posts about his potential WWE return. Josh, are you stoked about a possible Y2J return to WWE?
I rolled my eyes so much they're stuck like this now. Crap.
Wait, you're not excited about this young and athletic talent heading back to WWE?
You know what? You're right.
Ready.
I think Chris Jericho is young, good talent going in, and he's definitely, there's no old people to take the spot away from him. Because if there's one thing Chris Jericho hates and is against, it's when old wrestlers stick around too long and take spots away from Chris Jericho. I mean, younger stars. He is such a hypocrite, man. Good Lord.
He can't even do half his moveset anymore.
He'll try.
Yeah, he can't. There's no lion tamers going on. There's no. He can pull off the walls of Jericho. He can do some stuff. Code Breaker. Didn't he used to do a Code Breaker? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, the knee to the head or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that okay. He's still definitely got the charisma and the personality to do something on camera, but he should be a manager or he should be on commentary. The in-ring days are over.
Even Hogan was done by 55,
Dude, Hogan, speaking of Hogan, I for some reason his greatest TNA matches popped up and he only did like a handful of matches in TNA, so that's being pretty loose and fast with the word greatest. Most of them were tag matches. He was like doing the Andre spot where he had to be close to the ropes at all times to be able to pull himself up. It was so hard to watch. His tank top in TNA didn't look like it was like muscle fitting or anything. It looked like he was like when you make a night shirt, you cut the sleeves off and it's now your pajamas. Like he looked like he was cosplaying as Hulk Hogan.
I can't believe they really had a video called "The Greatest Hulk Hogan's Greatest."
Yeah, it's got like 100,000 views too.
It's like it's the great. Here's the greatest match because he didn't pass out and have to go to the hospital. During it.
There was a spot, Josh, where Hogan couldn't even get his leg up to do the big boot. He hit the dude in the center, like right here, like in the solar plexus area. He couldn't even do it was his last match, by the way. It was his very last match. He wasn't even in gear. He was in pants.
Yeah.
And like a t-shirt. It was awful.
I was watching there when Eric and Hogan took over. I watched for about 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to scream at Eric and Hogan whenever they started going head to head with Raw.
Dumb.
Because here's the thing: if it had been 10 years earlier, they might have actually pulled some viewers away. But I just wanted to go, Hogan, Eric, DVR is a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s, you just recorded the other one on VHS or whatever, or you switched back and forth.
Yeah.
Now, in 2010, everybody's got DVR of some kind, dude. Like, you're not going to take one view away from Raw because people are going to watch Raw, DVR TNA, and watch it later. I don't know what they were thinking. I know they were old, but they had to know that TiVo was a thing, right? Like,
do you remember when that night? I remember watching that night. I was watching TNA and I was watching Raw. That was the night that Hogan premiered.
Bret Hart
was the night that Bret Hart came back to WWE. That was like one of the coolest nights of wrestling in forever at that point. It felt truly like the Monday Night Wars there for a little bit. It was cool. That was cool.
They timed that Bret Hart thing purposely.
Absolutely. WWE still does that to this day. Whenever AEW has something big, WWE runs something big in opposition of it. They do it on purpose.
You know what the big thing was that night, though? The return of Mr. Anderson.
Huge. Mr. Anderson just saw a thing, and I've known about this for a long time, but they blamed him for an in-ring injury to John Cena and took away his push.
Yep.
So that was kind of John Cena kind of being a little bitch.
Mr. Librarian.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Anderson like going from like being the next big thing in WWE to all of a sudden he's in TNA and he's like just part of Bully Ray's group, like just a nobody.
Oh yeah, Mr. Kennedy, and then Anderson.
Yeah.
They made him the TNA champion for a minute there.
How long? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it wasn't right away. I don't think it was. It was after the war thing had ended. The war,
The war.
the argument, the Monday night arguments.
The Gulf War of Monday night. Hey, Slashaholics, /Trax2020@gmail.com. If you want to write in, ask me and Josh a question, want to talk to us about anything, we get back to every email. If you're a sponsor, you like what we do, shoot us an offer. We'll talk turkey. And that's the business for the email. But if you guys write us an email, we will write you back. Unless it's spam, then we'll block you and report you. So, Josh, WrestleMania 42 is going to be in Las Vegas again. This is a TKO thing. This is the price, Josh, for both nights if you want to sit in the front row for both nights. It's going to be $70,000. Josh, are they stealing? Are they actually committing legal robbery at this point?
They gotta be, because I heard that even the cheap seat ticket prices are like over $100 a piece. Like
this is
couple
ridiculous.
$100.
I wouldn't pay $70,000 to sit next to The Rock on night 1 and Trish Stratus on night 2.
Well, thing is, most people who sit in the front row have way too much money because our wealth system is so horrible that to them it's like paying $20 a ticket. So
this is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is like $200 to sit in the nosebleeds, man. That's ridiculous.
I went to WrestleMania 31 and I was bartending at a golf course, and like when people would get a hot dog on the 9th hole and make the turn, they give me their quarters. Like, so if a hot dog was $5.25, they leave me the 3 quarters.
Yeah.
And all summer I saved it for my WrestleMania ticket, and I paid $300 for a WrestleMania ticket with quarters from hot dogs and Gatorades.
And where was your seat?
I was right behind the Titantron. Excuse me. I was not behind the Titantron. I was at Levi Stadium. I was in the nosebleed sections, but I was right above where the curtain is, where you can see the talent going to the field. So my tickets weren't the worst in the building, but they weren't the best. But I still saw the show, saw every angle of the show. Good, pretty good
$300 for a nosebleed, though, right?
Yeah, it was $300 for a nosebleed even 10 years ago.
So TKO, I guarantee their prices now are probably closer to $500 for the nosebleed.
I just remember being excited to be there, but I remember being above the curtain and I could see The Rock before he came out because there was like a gap, and I could also see the NWO before they came out.
Oh gosh, that whole thing. Like, why was the NWO teaming with Sting?
Because of their WCW, and Triple H and Vince McMahon are like, we gotta screw over WCW one last time, pal.
Yep.
We won the wars, god damn it. All right, Josh. August 10th. We're gonna talk about something we like now. On August 10th, 29 years ago, so this is the anniversary, the WCW title got sprayed with the NWO letters for the very first time. This was at the Hog Wild pay-per-view in Sturgis, South Dakota, at the huge motorcycle rally. Josh, what are your thoughts of when you first saw the WCW title get spray painted?
I thought it was cool as hell, man. That was really, really cool. And, you know, little tidbit here, they got sued over naming their pay-per-view Hog Wild. And that's why every year after it was called Road Wild.
Why did they get sued for Hog Wild?
I'd have to look it up to find who did it, but something about the Hog Wild thing was patented. But I thought them tagging the belt was really cool. I did really like that. I dug it.
I remember being like, I don't even know how old I was, 13, 14, and seeing that and being like, well, that's got to not be the real title. There's no way they would, like, you know, disrespect the NWA world title like that. And no, they were spray painting it.
Yeah, did you notice for a while one of the side plates was like only hanging on by like 2 bolts?
No, why is that?
Just go back and watch. I don't know. They finally fixed it after a while, but like one of the little side plates next to the big plate was
Yeah.
like they had 4 bolts and 2 of them were gone, so it was always flapping.
Okay. Yeah, that's a neat little Easter egg. I'll have to check that out.
But yeah, the spray paint they used wasn't real spray paint. So
Okay, well then you answered my question right there.
Yeah.
Then they could just clean it off.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. You just ruined it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's the same stuff they sprayed people's bodies with, and they were not going to be spray painting real spray paint on people's backs. You know how hard that would be to get off.
Well, I mean, when Macho Man got spray painted, I'm like, well, this is par for the course, man. He got bit by a freaking cobra on camera.
Right.
They're better. Listen, Jake, this cobra's gonna bite the Macho Man, yeah. But you better watch out for the cobra, because when he sinks into the Macho Madness blood, the cobra might not have the anti-venom for the madness, yeah.
Or for the cocaine.
Vince, I'm gonna let this snake bite me, yeah. But don't worry about the Macho Man. You better be worrying about that fucking snake, yeah.
All right, Josh, last wrestling story of the episode. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I want to talk about it. It's not as funny or as interesting, but it's kind of dark. Independent wrestling show this week. Have you heard about this?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, you should Google it right now. Then there was a wrestler called Psycho Stu in an independent wrestling organization that got almost beat to death in the ring against Rampage Jackson's son, who was there in like a celebrity capacity. He's not a wrestler. He doesn't know the business. He doesn't know spots. He doesn't know angles. He doesn't know anything. He was brought there just to whatever. Psycho Stu saw him on camera before the show started. Thought he was part of an angle, hit him with an empty beer can.
Yeah.
Jackson took offense to this, didn't know it was an angle, and wanted to like retaliate right then and there. But Psycho Stu had to like explain to him, like, no, this is, yeah, I apologize. I thought you were a worker. I thought you were a wrestler. I just thought it was part of an angle, whatever. So anyway, to make a long story short, they squashed the beef. Psycho Stu apologizes to this guy 3 times. Jackson goes into the ring during Psycho Stu's match. Double leg takes him down, knocks him silly on the takedown. Okay, Psycho Stu doesn't know this is coming. Proceeds to hit him with 22 punches. Psycho Stu was like almost died. He almost choked to death on his own blood and teeth.
Wow.
And he was just got out of like, I think, a coma. He just came out of it. He is alive. He is cognizant. He doesn't know really what happened. What are your thoughts? I mean, you didn't see it, so you can't really speak on it too much, but it's one of the weirdest, craziest, darkest things I've ever seen in a pro wrestling ring.
That is crazy. Mine would be David Arquette getting, his jugular punctured by a light bulb in a death match. You've seen that, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen that. He almost bleeds out.
Yeah, no. There was like an ECW show where somebody got in the ring that wasn't a wrestler and wanted to and they got hurt real bad too. But
New Jack almost killed somebody in the ring. Remember that?
Yeah, that big guy, kid who was only a teenager at the time but had lied about his age. No, he shouldn't have done anything with this guy without checking with the promoter.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Thank you.
He had it coming.
Yeah, he didn't have it coming, Josh. He did not have it coming, but Psycho Stu should have. The part that I'm confused about is, why is he hitting him with a can? What if it they didn't work out an angle beforehand? So what's he doing?
Exactly. Yeah, if it's not written down.
Why?
Is it Psycho Stu as in his name is Stu, or is he supposed to be like a psycho soup of some kind?
I don't know enough about it. No, Psycho Stu. Stu is his name. I don't know enough about this. Is
I meant like he's a Psycho Stew. Like food, a bowl of stew. He's a crazy, Ooh, it's a crazy bowl of soup, man. Got
Psycho
some meat in
Stew.
there, some vegetables.
Psycho beef stew versus Chef Boyardee.
Oh God, Chef Ramsay versus Predator or whatever. I thought you said chef instead of chef.
Okay, Josh, let's go to Trax self-defense. We got to teach all the little slashaholics out there how to defend themselves, because you never know when you're in an independent wrestling show if you're going to have to defend yourself.
Let's do it.
This is a rolled up magazine. Can be used for striking, thrusting. Very effective against an attacker in close quarters. What time is it? Time, it's, I think it's almost 1:30.
Get up. I want my chair.
You want this chair?
Yeah, I want the chair.
Well, I didn't see you here before. I'm not going to get up. I'm tired. No, get away from me. Stop it! Take your chair. Have your chair.
Thanks.
No, never
Did
do
you
that.
take that training course?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know, I don't know if it's going to work as much anymore, because I don't think people are actually reading physical magazines anymore.
Well, you know, you might want to prep on the self-defense, because I kind of hired another IPW guy. He's actually the guy that helped train the guy that trained me. I did a couple training sessions under him back in the day. Wild Bill Ash. I sent him out to do a report.
Yeah.
He messed it up. He didn't have the camera going, so he lost the whole thing. I told him we had to let him go, that he was fired, and I was like, "Do you understand how bad of a job you did?" And this is what he said. This is kind of a threat on both of us.
On both of us? I didn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, you do. I told him it was he was working for you and me.
Folks, here's Wild Bill Ash. Yeah, I am. I'm here. I heard you. You made some big promises. You talked tall. You stood here on television in front of all these folks, and you said that I was going down. Well, I don't think you're big enough and bad enough and mean enough to put me down. You can try, but you can't do it. Those are fighting words. I'm declaring war. Me and you, brother, right in the center of the ring. War!
All right, man. If we're gonna get him, if we're gonna have to get in the ring with him, I think he's talking to you about the one-on-one thing. I think.
I don't have any professional wrestling experience. You do.
Yeah, but I've got the back and the knee, and I told him that, you know, you make all the hiring decisions.
I don't hire any of these people. You hire all these people. You don't even run it by me anymore. You just do whatever you want.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that.
I do. You're ridiculous. You are so freaking lucky that we're good friends, because you do so many things to like screw me over. You know you do. This is ridiculous. Okay. Well, got another thing on my plate. Let's just pile that right on top of all the other stuff we got going on here at the studio. Josh, let's get into Slash Trax horror and spooky news.
Okay, what do we got?
All right, now this is exciting. You're going to be stoked about this. I'm sure you already know about it. Halloween the game is set to be released in 2026. It's an asymmetrical stealth horror experience which will allow players to take on the role of Michael Myers, the Shape, or one of Haddonfield's residents in either multiplayer or single player modes.
Yep, same people that made Friday the 13th the game and Texas Chainsaw. So you know what that means, folks. About 6 months into the game, when everything's doing good, they're going to drop support for it. That's what they did they did that to Texas Chainsaw and Friday the 13th, and there was no lawsuit for Texas Chainsaw. Just one day out of the blue, yeah, we're no more support, no more updates. We're done with this game. Thank you all for playing. No, I'm excited, and there's supposed to be a remaster of Friday the 13th, the game coming. So that's going to be cool.
Are they going to include that new mask?
Probably so, but they can still use the old masks as well, so that's good.
I loathe that new mask design. I can't stand it.
It's so close to being decent. I think it needs some holes on the side, and it wouldn't look as bad. No holes on the side makes it look more like a I don't know.
It's too thick. It looks like a Norwegian pair of shoes, like wooden shoes. Like he's wearing wooden shoes on his head or something.
I don't know why they went so different. Because
Copyright.
they have the rights to the old Jason looks. They just don't have the rights to the first movie. So I don't know why they changed it so much.
Why change it at all then?
I guess they wanted to evolve it and go forward, kind of like, the new Freddy guy. If anybody licenses out Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yeah.
they have to do the remake. They can't license out Robert Englund anymore.
That's why Jackie Earl Haley was in the Mortal Kombat game, right?
Yep, and the Dead by Daylight, all that. I
No.
got a little horror tidbit. Dexter Resurrection is wrapping up. They only have one episode left after today's episode. And spoiler alert, skip ahead about 30 seconds if you don't want to hear this. They killed off another original character. Angel Batista died in the newest episode. So yeah,
that's great. That's crazy that they would do. Well, we weren't going to talk about it, but now we're going to talk about it. So Dexter getting canceled. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, no, okay. Dexter Original Sin's what got canceled.
Yeah.
Canceled. It was never supposed to be more than one season. Like it was supposed to be like the bridge between New Blood and Resurrection. And it was kind of like what Dexter was seeing while he was in his coma.
Okay.
After being shot at the end of New Blood. Because when New Blood came out a few years ago, he was dead. And he got shot in the heart. But they decided they wanted to do another show. Michael did. So they said that, the cold and stuff, it was like 0-degree temperatures and stuff. So he didn't bleed out fast enough and they were able to save him. And that's how Dexter Resurrection happened. And Original Sin was supposed to be like him in a coma, remembering how it all started.
Okay.
When he first became a CSI for Miami Metro and his first kill and all that. But as the season went on, people like the ratings were like the best ratings they had in a long time. And they renewed it for a season 2. But what happened is they never got a writer's room going in time. So they just pulled the plug on it because now Resurrection is doing even better numbers. Like the Dexter Resurrection is doing better numbers than Dexter ever did. Like it's the highest numbers they've ever gotten. So they're just going to concentrate on that because the prequel was never supposed to go past one season anyway. So it's not really a cancellation, as it's more of a, we did that. Let's concentrate on the big show. That's what it is.
Okay. Well, you know what? You would know better than me. I just saw that and immediately sent you the article because I was worried about my buddy.
Well, I appreciate
know you love
it.
Dexter. Yeah.
But yeah, they just canceled the prequel show, which has different actors and everything. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next horror story. The movie Good Boy. Have you seen a trailer for this or the preview or anything?
Is that the movie where the guy like turns people and like makes them act like dogs and stuff?
No, this is
there's a movie called Good Boy where a guy does that.
Yeah, okay, there might have been a previous one, but here's a new movie called Good Boy, coming out about a dog, and it's coming out October 3rd, 2025. It follows a haunted house from the perspective of a dog. So a man moves into a haunted house, and the dog can see all the supernatural stuff, but the human can't.
I heard about that. Yeah, a while back.
Yeah, the dog has to save his human from like demons in a haunting, and they show the trailer or whatever for the dog, Good Boy being haunted, and like Google exploded, like Google keywords. Does the dog in Good Boy die? Like spiked like I don't even know, dude, like 500%. Like it just so with that interest. it went from being a limited release movie to now it's getting like a full worldwide theatrical release.
I want to see in the movie the dog's like, oh, running to save its master because there's a demon, but then it sees like a squeaky toy or a stuffed animal, and he's like, and he goes over, starts humping the stuffed animal, and then
While the
what was I
master-
doing? Oh yeah, my master.
The master's being unalived.
Dude,
Squirrel.
there's a movie about like talking animals or something. It's a parody movie, a spoof movie, and there's a scene in it where this dog is talking to these other dogs, and he's talking, and they're at a carnival, and his master's at the carnival on a date with this woman, and it's all sweet, and the dog's like, yeah, my master, I want him to find love, and it's like like the voiceover in A Dog's Purpose or whatever, it's kind of like that. And then at the end, at the end of the scene, you find out that the dog's master is a serial killer that's going to kill this woman. He's on tape.
Oh, wow.
Like maybe this one he won't like kill.
That's crazy. I haven't seen that. I definitely would like to see that. Yeah. So anyway, Good Boy, first horror movie told from a dog's perspective. It's a new twist. It looks super interesting. I'm probably gonna check it out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, gonna check it out. Last horror story of the episode, and it's just like a quick little headline. Scary Movie 6 is coming out. The Wayans brothers are making it, so the original team that created all the success with that franchise is back. That being said, Anna Faris and Regina Hall are both signed on and set to return for Scary Movie 6. So the two girls that like starred in all the successful iterations of it are back.
Like, what do they have to make fun of? The Conjuring and Annabelle? Like, that's all we've been getting for like 5 years is Conjuring, Annabelle, Smile.
Scream, they have new Scream movies.
What's that robot thing? Megan? Dude, Megan 2.0, like they decided, you know what, instead of a horror movie, let's put her into like an action, like Arnold Schwarzenegger type movie. And nobody went to see it.
No, that would be like, speaking of Chucky, because I was going to talk about Chucky real quick. Chucky has a new. Jason isn't the only one sponsoring drinks nowadays. Chucky is now a pop, like a soda pop flavor. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so Chucky, that would be like if Chucky was trying to kill Andy in the first movie, and in the second movie, he's trying to protect Andy. You know what, though? That's been done before. Simpsons did it. Terminator 1 and 2.
It's kind of funny. My Primal book is about Jason mostly, but at the end of the book, Chucky is the real winner. It's pretty cool what happens at the end. You'd have to check it out. But
well, yeah, he signs a big deal with a soda pop company. He gets
yep, that's it.
Like unreal. Well, Josh, what do you think about Anna Faris and Regina Hall coming back? Are you stoked?
Oh yeah, it'll be probably the best one since 2. I will say Leslie Nielsen made the other ones enjoyable. So
Charlie Sheen did a good job with them too. That was good. I like Charlie Sheen in Hot Shots. Hot Shots Part 1 and Part 2. Hot Shots Part 2. Did you hear how I said Hot Shots? Hot Shots.
It's like Christopher Walken, like it'd be funny if he like read some like Green Eggs and Ham or something,
Listen,
like
I'm all
green eggs and ham. Do not like them. Sam. I am.
I love ham. I love ham and eggs. Josh, we got to get to the second. Yeah, god damn it. We're going to the second show sponsor. Josh, let's hit him up.
Oh no, it's gonna be a gutter ball.
It's a strike!
Yo! Colonial Lanes, for kids need not fear gutter balls.
He's the hero we deserve and need.
Yeah. I don't know if you're actually trying to keep score though. Like if he slides on down there, isn't that a foul? because he went over the line, right?
Yeah. Well, he
Big
never
ass
touched
roll.
the floor. He was flying, wasn't he?
Come on, come on, come on. Anyway, you go to that bowling alley, guaranteed 300 for all the little boys and girls, all the little slashaholics out there.
Wouldn't it be freaky if you walked into a bowling alley and it was like a bunch of me's from Wii Sports? Did you ever play Wii Sports bowling?
Of course.
Where their bodies look like those punching bag things that have. Remember? Did you ever have those as a kid? Like the blow up punching thing that's a character.
I know exactly what you're talking, and you hit them and they pop right back out.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And then they have little the me's. They look like the me's look like that with like little balls that floated by, for hands. Just imagine walking into a bowling alley and there's a bunch of people like that, and you're like,
I don't know about that, but I've definitely been in situations in real life where I've heard conversations and I felt like I was talking to or listening to people on The Sims.
yes,
Like
I
just,
agree. Yep.
oh, come on, Schnellon. Oh,
Kind
hey, but don't know.
of
Yeah, just nonsense, nothing, just words.
like tongues.
Yeah, speaking in tongues, it was like a Pentecostal church
Shaka
service.
shika shaka fuck shika shupacha ala Sunday hallelujah shaka 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 uchi gucci unchi goody baby as you are.
All right, Josh. Headlines. Let's roll. Here we go. Okay. This one's a good one. Man hires his neighbor to impregnate his wife, then sues him after 72 failed attempts. Here's the breakdown. Germany man was sterile and offered $2,500 to his neighbor to get his wife pregnant. Over 6 months, the neighbor made 72 attempts 3 times a week. It was later discovered that the neighbor himself was also sterile.
Oh yeah, I saw that coming a mile away.
What's your thoughts on this?
For some reason, my mind went to Ghostbusters 2 and the lady that made up the alien story. So her husband, that was like, so her husband wouldn't think she was just having an affair.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Checks out.
I guess it was his spaceship and he made it look like a hotel room.
Dude, 72. I don't even care if you're at that point, 72 acts of indiscretion. It's going to be hard for the neighbors, like the man and the woman, to not become like emotionally attached to each other after that. And if I'm the husband, I'm like, oh yeah, I really want a kid, blah blah blah. After 72 tries, and the dude is just clocking in and out like clockwork, like he's going to his shift. Oh.
In and out, in and out, in and out. But yeah, I think the wife and the guy were having an affair and getting paid for it. That's what I think happened.
That dude was paid $2,500 to sleep with his neighbor's wife 72 times.
Yep.
That's incredible. What are the ground rules for that? If you're the guy who's the husband, you're like, no kissing. You can't touch your boobs. Like, what's that?
And I get to watch.
Yeah, strictly business. All right, Josh. Amazon warehouse workers are forced to urinate in bottles to avoid being penalized for restroom breaks. So, recent reports revealed that Amazon employees face such intense productivity quotas they couldn't take regular bathroom breaks.
Be careful whenever you order Gatorade off of Amazon.
The seal's broke. Don't drink that. That's fine. It's not carbonated. I'm good. No, you're not good.
Don't.
And it has more than 32 ounces in the bottle. It looks like it's filled all the way to the top there, bud. Yeah. Hey, why is Dave moving so slow today? We need more production. Let's get Dave going. Sorry, Dave crapped his pants about 2 hours ago. He's developed an awful case of diaper rash, supervisor, sir. This is the best we can do.
Yeah, don't eat the Jell-O pudding cups.
What's your thoughts? Have you ever worked somewhere where productivity was like way more important than actual mental health, physical health?
I worked at a place that bottled pepper sauce, like hot sauce. We would make like the base hot sauce, and then it would get shipped to another factory or whatever where they would like put in their own flavors to the base hot sauce, and it would become Tabasco or whatever.
Yeah,
name it. But like every hot sauce pretty much has the same base. And they were like that. Like we were so overworked, I quit after a few months because I was running this whole room by myself on third shift with these giant tanks and stuff, and my quotas were ridiculous. had no help. All the other big rooms had help. And I was like, I'm done. I quit. And I was walking to the time clock. And my boss like, you do that. There's no coming back. And I was like, he's like, okay, listen, you clock back in and we'll just forget the whole thing. It sucked though. The first night I worked there, I did get a bathroom break, and I did not scrub my hands before going to the bathroom after working with yeah. Woo.
Great idea, Josh. The slasher librarian had a little bit of a slasher situation down below.
Oh, it was burning. It was the burning love, brother. Lord Almighty, I feel my.
All right, Josh. If the audience wasn't scared away on that comment right there, it doesn't matter because it's the end of the episode. It's done.
Oh wow,
we're done.
It's painless.
We flew through that episode.
It was painless, except when Wild Bill Ash finds you and follows through with his threat.
I'm looking forward to that. Josh, do you have any thoughts or anything you want to talk about before we end the show?
Check out Primal. It's on Amazon. Friday the 13th story.
Wasn't it? Hey, I'm going to toot your horn because you're not tooting it for yourself. Was that number 2 or number 3 on Amazon a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it was like it actually reached number 1 on movie tie-in books.
Yeah.
And it reached number 3 on time travel books. So
that's incredible.
It's really cool.
That is incredible. Good for you. That's it, Josh. End the show, buddy.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate it. Be excellent to each other and try to stay sane inside insanity. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is to spread the word and subscribe. Click the like button, drop a comment. If you want to go the extra mile, you see all the information on the screen, pinned comment, description below. There's ways to tip. There's ways to become a patron, merch, all kinds of stuff. Check it out. Say goodnight, Alex.
Good night, Alex. Mahalo, dogs.
Let me get some smoke going so it's a memory.
Josh and Alex got the groove.
Get a couple cigs going.
Fun facts making the headlines move. Sports and horror, keep it tight. Warrior fuel for. He's fat!
Yep, but it just don't matter to me one way or the other. You look at the apple that's in my hand, boy. War!
Headlines rocking day and night. Slash Trax team out of sight.